Hi everyone, another day, another share. And the last video I had talked briefly about the Scrappy Crazy 6 block and the templates. And so in this video I wanted to show you a little bit more detailed of how these blocks, these templates work. There's also, like I said in the last video, there is a companion book, and in this book there's 7 projects to do with these templates. And I'm sure if you get out your scraps, once you get familiar with these templates and you get out your scraps, you can have a lot of fun with doing this. Now, if you decide just to do the basic Scrappy with these templates, you can just start with a certain size square. I think a 10-inch square, that's when I'm going to start. It's probably bigger than you need for these. You could probably start with something a little smaller, and then you can put it together and stuff. So I wanted to show you a little bit. There's an A, which is this whole piece here, then B, which is this one, C, this one, and then D. Then there is also, and let me just move this out because I want to keep the white paper behind it so you can see the lines. So then there is an E down here that's part of this template. So you would probably cut a strip that's about a little wider than from this line to this point of the ruler, and then line this up on the top of the cut edge, and then you can cut and turn and cut, and that will give you your E, and that this would fit onto this piece if you decide to cut it separately. There's also within the instructions, I noticed, and it comes with diagrams and instructions on how to do the basic block, which is this one here. Okay, so if you took two B's, one this way and one reversed, this section, pretend that there's another B here. This section here is actually this size, the E. So you could put an E in there, and this is what it would look like right here. Okay, so you would have an A, two B's reverse of each other, and then the E down here, which is the light. So that's one way of using the E's. You could, there's another one that you can take. You can take and cut 6 of these and put them here and then this way to make a hexagon. I think it makes a hexagon. It looks like it makes a hexagon. Let me just see. Yes, they make a hexagon. So you would use 6 of these. So one here, one here, one here, and then you would flip it, and then you'd have one here, and then one here and here. And then you would sew those together to get a big hexagon. You could do the same thing, but in smaller scale, and use the E section to do that, if you choose to do something like that. It's just a thought. There is also the C. If you did a C, let me just check this. Okay, so you would do a C and then a reverse C, and you do that twice, and then sew this, and then you'd have one here and one here. So you would do one like this, reverse, one like that, and then a reverse and one like that, and you would get another hexagon again. All right, so those are a couple, and I think you could do the same thing because D and C are the same shape, but D is smaller. So you could do the same thing with the D, and you can flip it like this, and so you'd have one right side up, and then the reverse, and then a right side, and then a reverse, and make 4 and make a small little hexagon. And they could be scrappy. These rulers are meant to be used. I'm just trying to put them all back into order. Meant to be used with your stash and to help bust your stash. So, like I said, you can use a smaller square and lay these out, and you can do a stack of these and then just mix them up. Now, like I said, you could use a slightly smaller square than 10 by 10. I just happen to have some 10 by 10s close by, so I thought I would just pull them up. So I'm just going to figure out the best way to cut these. So I'm just going to cut roughly there, and then I'm going to rough cut in between here. Oopsie, see? Alright, and then I'm going to rough cut in between here. Okay, oopsie-days. I keep saying oopsie-days. Alright, so that just breaks down your pieces a little easier to cut. And then you just go in and you can just cut and working on this Lazy Susie, and there you go, you'd have a piece done. And you can do the same thing with this, and like I said, you can I'm cutting one at a time, but you can and there you go. It takes some getting used to cutting with this Lazy Susie type cutting board. So there's a D done, there's an A done, and let's do the B. Let's do the B quickly. And there, that's done. B is done. So that's pretty fast, and I'm going to go ahead and do the C. And that's it. And you would just put these all back together in the order that they go together, or you can choose another way of working with these. I'm not 100% sure if I'm doing this. Let me see the picture. Okay, so A is like this, and then B is like that. This C goes like that, and then this D goes like that. And you would sew these two together and these two together and then sew them together like that, and then you have your block done. And like I said, there's other combinations that the companion book gives you, other quilts and stuff. These are some of the samples on the back, and or you can come up with your own. So you would receive in a package the templates plus the instruction, all within the same package. And you can come up with your own, like I said, there's other things that you can do. You can do reverses, you can do all sorts of different things. So that is the Scrappy Crazy. I hope that this inspires you to try something different than what you've done in the past. And we will see you on the next day of sharing. Bye!